Hello everybody, and welcome back to another I Love Trains 323 reviews. Today we're going to be doing another great race, Trackmaster 3-pack. If you haven't seen it, go check out the Trophy Thomas review. The annotation will be somewhere here on the box, so check that out and enjoy that. So, next up in our great race reviews will be Shooting Star Gordon, otherwise known as the Streamlined Gordon. Now, like Thomas, it also has the black box on it. There's the other ones you can get. There's Gordon, Scotsman, and Thomas. Collect them all, which I did. And there's the side view. Yeah. So, we'll get him out of the box. I remember when Streamline Gordon was first even mentioned, everyone in the fandom went crazy and thought it was automatically going to be permanent, which, even, I'll admit, I wasn't extremely happy about it, and I was one of those optimists saying that, oh, the movie won't be that bad, and I was severely disappointed. But moving on, here we have the Shooting Star Gordon. We have Gordon, his tender, and a some kind of silly truck, which it also has the feature that the trophy car has, where you can roll it along and the flags will blow in the breeze or whatever. Yeah, I'll do the truck first. Like I said, like the trophy one, you roll it along, flags wave. It also comes off, so it could be a nice little scenery piece if you need scenery pieces. Along with the trophy car, it's run by the wheel here on that gear, triggering the mechanism, which turns that. And if you wanted to, you could like control the wheel with that. Like, whee! That's how it connects. Although, unlike the trophy one, I believe you actually have to put that in the way that it's pretty much shown. So, and then, as I said with the trophy one, this really doesn't work with older track, such as Trackmaster 1 and Tomy, because these little things are too low to the ground. So, yeah, there's that. Now we move on to the Shooting Star himself, Gordon. And, another thing that I'm pretty disappointed about is the lack of the merchandise for the Great Race. I should have mentioned this in the Trophy Thomas review, which I kind of did when I was ranting about Oshima, and there being no Trackmaster Oshima. But there is, for a movie that was supposed to make a lot of money by introducing so many merchandise characters, they certainly didn't do it right. As Shane, Rajiv, Etienne, a couple more, the Great Railway Show Diesels, none of them have merchandise at all. Shooting Star Gordon and Streamline Thomas were only made in Trackmaster and Take and Play. There's only 4 Wooden Railway International engines, and one's an exclusive to a set. There's a few Take and Plays, but even then, Take and Play is going extinct now, so you might as well get those while you can, kids. And even though it is going extinct, Gina was announced, and there have been rumors going around that Gina, Axel, and I believe Raoul are going to be made in Trackmaster, but I highly doubt it. Because that would be a set of 3 packs, and Thomas has to be in there. So, anyways, moving back on to Gordon here. We'll look at his tender first. It's pretty nice, I suppose. I still really wish they would paint buffers. I mean, it really isn't that difficult. How much really is black paint? I mean, you can paint the coal, you can paint the windows, which thank you for doing, but you can paint all this stuff, but you can't put some simple little dots. I mean, I can do it with the frickin' Sharpie. I'm trying to make these as PG as I can, so yeah. But I can do this with a Sharpie or a dab of black paint, and it's not that hard. So, moving back on before I can lose my mind again, I believe this is the same chassis as everything else, because, you know, everything's got to share the same chassis these days. The tender seems actually pretty accurate, although it seems a little large, but oh well. Did I just fucking do that? Oh, it's dirty, but I guess that's my fault. I really wish they would have used some actual metallic paint on this, but they do have a little bit of little sparkle in there, but not very much. Now we'll move on to Gordon himself. One thing right away, since I'm talking about the metallic paint, it is plainly obvious in the movie that this is supposed to be very shiny. In fact, you can see James's reflection in it in the movie. Where's the reflection? At the very least, could you at least have used some metallic paint? I mean, you did it with the trophy, so why not on Gordon? One thing I do have to say that I'm very actually happy with is the fact that his cylinders are painted on this model, which I am not sure, but I'm 90% sure that they are not painted on the actual Gordon model. Here's a good look at his face. It's a special expression. There is a lot of paint that is missing, and the fact that he's a little shrunk. It looks, as I've been saying since day one, it looks a lot like the Play-Rail Connor. Just squashed and but I'm glad they actually decided to make something that actually mattered to the movie. In Trackmaster, and although one thing I would really like to see, and it's just all of a sudden hitting me, is that they did have this one bit right here. Now, some of you know that Trackmaster has the crash and repair engines. One interesting feature would be a crash and repair shooting star Gordon, which you would have to hit this would be a button, and if you press it, all these seams here, these boiler band seams, would come apart just a little bit. and make it look like that his boiler burst. It doesn't even have to have the changeable face like the crash and repairs do. Just be a little interesting feature that would just open it up a little bit. And yeah, the back is pretty bland, and the other side is alright. I'd say for Gordon, I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because it's actually relevant to the movie, and I know a lot of kids would probably want one, especially to go with Streamline Thomas. So you would probably want a Streamline Gordon, and that way you can actually see who's the fastest engine. Honestly, I think this would have just been perfectly fine in a 2-pack. The truck isn't really needed. And if anything, maybe a small express coach or something to go with it, since Gordon pulls the express. I don't know. It's alright, but you do have to do a little work to it, obviously, to get it to work on normal track. And for being a new Trackmaster and supposed to be streamlined, it's not really that fast. I would think maybe they could develop some sort of new motor that could make certain engines go a little bit faster than any other engines. I mean, they did it with the 3-speed RCs, so why not make the Speed 2 the default motor for, like, fast engines? So that basically wraps up my Shooting Star review. If you missed my Trophy Thomas review, I will be doing all of the Great Race Trackmaster items except for the big set. And if honestly though, if you had to get this for your collection, I'd say go for it. It is actually a pretty decent item here. It's not really worth the $14 you should pay, but it's decent nonetheless, which is always good to have a decent toy. So I really hope that Shooting Star Gordon is one of them that actually ends up making it to the 2-packs. Because I'd like to see just the Shooting Star Gordon, and maybe including like a crack or something in between each thing. Maybe even a different facial expression. Personally, I don't really know what they could do for the 2-pack. But then again, knowing Mattel, the 2-pack will just probably be this. So, I don't really know. So, that is my review on the Shooting Star Gordon Trackmaster 3-pack. I like it, I recommend it, but only if you kind of have to get it, and you really want it with Streamline Thomas. But, that wasn't supposed to go that way. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review, and be on the lookout for the next review, which will be good old Flying Scotsman. Oh boy, do I have a lot to say about this. So I hope you all enjoyed, and if you missed the Trophy Thomas review, annotation will be here, around here. And then next up will be Scotsman, and that one will be around here whenever that's uploaded. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Streamlining. And thank you for watching the Trackmaster Shooting Star Gordon review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and look out for the Flying Scotsman review coming soon. Until then, I'm IloTrans323, and the Shooting Star is coming through.